So let's see. I wrote a poem either today or yesterday. I can't remember. Let's see. Where is it?
Glasses?
Glasses. I think I need them today too. Oh, that stupid neighbor cat's over bothering my cat again. He's got the loudest, like, yowl. Let me just go chase him away. Go away. All right.
Well, Mercury goes direct tomorrow.
You know, I didn't mind Mercury retrograde so much this time. I don't know why.
Because we
Okay.
confronted it.
Yeah, really. I'm too old to be worried about it.
I know.
Like, oh well, it's just like another day for me. Okay, so here's my poem in numbers again. I can't write poems without numbers these days. Number one. My old cat doesn't chase the birds anymore. He just sits and observes them like I do. Sleeping seems to be his imperative now. I nap more myself now. Number two. Having a less active life, I feel like I do more observing. The simple joy of watching the birds, watching the occasional pear falling to the ground. Number three. Of course, there is TV to watch, or the internet to get lost in. But somehow nature feeds my soul, puts me closer to my true place in the world. Number four. I'm starting to place myself behind my eyes, not just in my busy brain, but a place much older, a place an old bushman in the Kalahari might know. Number five. Maybe it's what Wendell called a piece of wild things. My cat's up in his perch in the pear tree, like a lion curled under a baobab. I sit back in my chair and find a place I can finally exhale and feel I am home.
I like
Nice. I like it.
I don't know where the old bushman came from, but
I like it.
he popped in from somewhere. I guess right. And the lion under the baobab. Okay. I guess I read a few of my poems. White flowers. As the pears that began in spring as white flowers are falling now. This is a fall poem. But actually, a couple of my pears have fallen lately, so it's apropos. Too many to eat. The bees and flies are feasting while I sit here trying to write a poem. Practical people would say, God would love you more if you had bottled the pears. I could eat them all winter long. You can't eat your words. Maybe they are right. Years ago, my house was caught in a firestorm. When I returned, I found my book still existed. The pages so fragile to touch and totally white. The heat had burned away the words. Idle daydreamer, third son, ash boy sitting by fire, watching the words disappear, seeing what's left, the white flowers in spring.
there's kind of a metaphor in that, of the words melting away. The past is gone. And now you have a new clean sheet of paper to write on.
Yeah, but that paper was so brittle, it just fell apart. But I'd
But
actually
I'm
had,
just using
huh?
just a metaphor, just a
Yeah,
metaphor.
but it's funny that it was a real. I went back and
Yeah.
the heat had actually burned all the ink off the pages. Well, let's see. Oh well. All right. I'll read my one to my mom. Mom, Dad told me you wrote poetry when you were young. I wish I had seen them. You left this world early at 59. I was far away in Asia at the time. Now I am nearly 70, a motherless child a long time. I only knew you as Mom, not Edna. I wish I had those poems. I grew up isolated on the side of a mountain. Dad bought the lot because it was cheap. I was lonely a lot. I'm sure you were too. Secretive Scorpio, you didn't say much. I read a story once about an unhappy princess. She went to live in the moon palace. I thought maybe you had gone there while still living on this earth. Anyway, being a housewife in the 50s wasn't very fulfilling. I don't think you wrote any more poems. I wish I feel I didn't get to know you, and maybe a piece of me remains unknown. Soon I'll see you again. Dad said when you died, you got a faraway look in your eyes. You looked peaceful. I hope to find you in that place, and somehow I wish we could write poetry together. But really, I feel there will be a lovely wordlessness there. We'll connect in the beingness that poetry tries to tell us about.
Hmm.
That's the only mom poem I've ever written. I should try another.
I love that one, John. Very sweet.
Ah, thank you, Joey. She was the last in my family I wrote a poem about. Well, let's see. Glenda wrote one on memory. Here's my poem on memory. I'm sad on this cold and rainy day. Even the sparkling drops on the bare apricot branches don't cheer me. Why? Oh, it's cold on my body. Walking, even with an umbrella, my legs and feet get wet. Oh, if only the sun was shining. This memory of happier times becomes a new misery, like something far away in the mist that I can never reach. Oh, here's that weird line in my mind. I'll skip that one. I sigh and look down. When I look up, a sparrow has landed on a branch. Water drops scatter and fall. He looks jaunty and alive, this little fellow. I'm gladdened. Well, I think if that tiny body can maintain inner heat, can accept whatever comes, I can put on lots of clothes and visit the red leaves, smiling on the sidewalk. Okay, so what do I do? Oh, I'm going to read Glenda's, and then Barbara, you can read yours. Okay, here's Glenda's poem. Maybe I'd write a poem. Maybe I'd write a poem of the path in life I took, of the dark I traveled while searching for the light. Paper dolls and pickup sticks, hula hoops and ice cream trucks, wrapped in a quilt on the front porch step, watching the rain while its mists touch my face. Sit neath a tree while a book gave me joy. My father teaching me to ride a bike and drive a car. all the world in front of me with promise assured, with nothing imagined beyond the next day. I watched it all, never knowing that I'd grow up so fast, alone in my mind. So many years spent from a window's view. Suddenly I'm here with paper and pen, remembering words in storm, clouds, and rain. Lost days spent, lost nights alone, with more time behind than the time still ahead. I hold all those memories like treasures to find, surrounded by books and fairies and such. The world has grown smaller, except in my thoughts. I gather them close to me. I search for them now, and find them in memories locked in my mind. Maybe I'd write a poem about that. Maybe I would.
Very nice, Glenda. I like it.
Thank you, brother.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thanks.
lovely. All right, Barbara, you want to read yours?
I'll read mine. It's called 17 Years. For 17 years, I slept beside her. There was never a negotiation about it. She believed that love belonged close, that the night was not meant to be crossed alone. Sometimes I woke to the weight of her pressed against my shoulder, or the gentle insistence of a touch asking without asking for one more inch of me. She greeted me each morning as though I had returned from a very long journey. Imagine being loved like that. No history to overcome, no old argument remembered, no measure of yesterday's failures. Only this: you are here. I am glad. She was not without her wildness. There were scratches that drew blood, the occasional bite offered with absolute conviction. She never apologized for being exactly who she was. And then, almost before I had finished being offended, she would return, leaning into me, asking nothing, offering everything. Perhaps that was one of her teachings. Love does not ask that we become harmless, only that we return. We grew old together. She watched the years gather around me without ever asking whether I was succeeding, whether I was beautiful, whether I had done enough. She only asked, "Are you here?" And I always was. In the end, when her world had gone dark, she still knew where to find me. Today, I carried her to the edge of this life. I held her as gently as she had held me through 17 years of ordinary miracles. This evening, the bed is larger. The house has forgotten one small sound. My hands still reach for a softness that is no longer there. Only now do I tell you I have been speaking of my cat. Her name was Kitty Gaga. And if for a moment you imagined I was describing a person, perhaps that says less about the poem than it does about the depth of a life shared with another soul, because love does not measure worth by language or by species. It simply asks whether we were changed by having known one another. She greeted me every day with unconditional love for 17 years.
Mm.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Very nice.
My cat died on Friday,
Oh,
Oh, I'm
Mm.
sorry.
so that's why I wrote it. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. And Lucy, shut up.
Yeah.
that that is it's very moving. You moved me a lot.
Yeah, I knew all of this it came from a deeply emotional place inside me. I was so sad. I just lay on my bed and cried before I took her into the vet. She just sat beside me and purred all afternoon. Then I took her in and they put her to sleep.
Mm. Wow.
We had a very
That-
intense week and she was completely blind and had had surgery. I just could, it was too much.
Mm. Wow.
That's hard.
Mm. You're making me tear up.
I know. It was very, very sad for me. I was surprised by the depth of emotion I felt. It was really intense.
It's like losing a child.
It's definitely like losing an intimate person, like somebody, 17 years. I realized, my God, every day she'd greet me with her meows. She'd sleep on the bed, right? I mean, it's a close relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I'll hold you in my heart, Barbara.
Thank you, Julie. This is all part of life, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I stopped having pets. I
I can
couldn't. I couldn't.
understand it. I have no interest in getting another right now.
Hmm. It's just too hard. No, I lost. I had a dog for 13 years, and I felt the same thing that you're feeling. Know exactly what you feel, and it made it impossible for me to have another one.
Yeah,
I'd
and
rather than
17 years is a long time. What will I be doing in 17 years?
yeah. Hmm. I had my dog. My relationship with my dog was longer than any relationship I had with anyone else.
That's what I realized after she died. I mean, this is a long relationship,
Yeah.
17
Hmm.
years.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I slept with her every night for 17 years. It's so weird.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Glenda. I know you can relate. I mean, it's the human condition. We all go through this.
Mm.
Yeah, my cat's about that age.
Really.
Uh, well, a little bit of time. But last week I wrote that poem about Monet, and my friend, I thought might come tonight, uh, his daughter sent her a poem about Monet, which I thought was good. Where is it? There we go. Thought I'd read it. Apparently, his eyesight was failing, but he decided not to have the operation because he kind of liked looking at the world in a fuzzy way. This is by somebody named Lizel Mueller. I think I've heard that name. It's called Monet Refuses the Operation. Doctor, you say there are no halos around the streetlights in Paris, and what I see is an aberration caused by old age, an affliction. I tell you, it has taken me all my life to arrive at the vision of gas lamps as angels, to soften and blur and finally banish the edges you regret I don't see, to learn that the line I call the horizon does not exist, and sky and water so long apart are the same state of being. 54 years before I could see Rouen Cathedral is built, up parallel shafts of sun, and now you want to restore my youthful errors, fixed notions of top and bottom, the illusion of three-dimensional space, wisteria separate from the bridge it covers. What can I say to convince you? The Houses of Parliament dissolve night after night to become the fluid dreams of the Thames. I will not return to a universe of objects that don't know each other, as if islands were not the lost children of one great continent. The world is flux and light, becomes what it touches, becomes water, lilies on water, above and below water, becomes lilac and mauve, and yellow and white, and cerulean lamps, small fists passing sunlight so quickly to one another that it would take long streaming hair inside my brush to catch it, to paint the speed of light. Our weighted shapes, these verticals, burn to mix with air and change our bones, skin, clothes to gases, Doctor, if only you could see how heaven pulls earth into its arms. That's a beautiful line. And how infinitely the heart expands to claim this world. Blue vapor without end. I thought that was a great poem. So I guess we don't need cataract surgery in our old age, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Oh, getting a little bit late. What else did I have here? Oh, this is one I always read, but for some reason I really like it. Daybreak by Galway Kinnel. On the tidal mud just before sunset, dozens of starfishes were creeping. It was as though the mud were a sky and enormous imperfect stars moved across it as slowly as the actual stars cross heaven. All at once they stopped, and as if they had simply increased their receptivity to gravity, they sank down into the mud. They faded down into it and lay still, and by the time pink of sunset broke across them, they were as invisible as the true stars at daybreak.
That's a neat image.
Yeah, isn't it? I just can see all those.
I'm still being affected by Barbara's poem.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Loss is a big thing.
Yep. You did a really good job of eulogizing her.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I wrote a poem about one of my cats that died. I don't know if it's not as good as Barbara's poem. I don't think I've ever read it actually. It's kind of sad. Well, maybe I'll read it since it's apropos. This is one of my cats that died of a heart attack, so it was sudden. Susie. One minute she is walking in the yard. The next minute she is crying in pain and terror, unable to use her back legs. I run upstairs to find a vet. This is Sunday. I'll need to find an emergency hospital. When I've finished, I see she has dragged herself up the stairs, desperately seeking somewhere safe. I push her into the carrier. She has always hated this. This time her useless back legs can offer no resistance. I hurry to the vet, feeling the immediacy of doing what must be done. I speak to her, saying everything will be okay. At the hospital, the words come soon. She has had a heart attack. I speak to people with tears almost flowing. I have a last minute with her as the sedatives take hold, telling her spirit can come back home. I go through the next hours reliving those terrible moments when her heart failed. I'm on the verge of tears, feeling sad that life must end. Then it happens, just as it did recently when my friend Yasmin died and my friend Jim. I'm looking at the sky and I feel it. Your spirit has flowed into eternity. I'm so happy for her and for me. Then it's gone, that knowing. Sitting here writing this, I look at the sky. I feel it again. This strange saga of life and death, all seems worth it. Thank you, Susie, for reminding me. I don't have to wait for someone to die to look beyond the veil at the sweetness of truth.
Wow.
I've never read that one before.
That was very helpful.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's great. Yeah. I've had a couple of experiences like that. When, I had another poem where I had a cat that was killed in the street, and when I looked at her body, her lifeless body, it became very clear to me that, oh, this is just the body, and your spirit had left. It was quite a remarkable experience.
I don't know if you remember, but I wrote a poem maybe a couple of years ago about a stray cat had decided to come to my porch to die. And I sat with her. Couldn't do anything for her, but you could tell that she was, I think it was probably an hour she died. Like her now. I just sat with her and talked to her and fanned her until she died. I didn't have any idea whose cat it was, and I don't know what was wrong with it, but it was strange. It seems like whenever a stray animal needs someone to witness them, they come to me. It wasn't the first time,
Oh, wow, yeah.
but that was the time I wrote a poem about it.
Oh, I think I might remember that. Yeah. Yeah,
That's very
cats.
intense. That's very intense. The cat came to your house to die. Yeah. Must have felt
I don't know.
comfortable with you as the death doula.
I guess
I think
I could I felt it was the least I could do was sit with her.
No, I think that's a great service to be with a being who's dying, you know.
Mm, I hope so.
hmm, I think cats do that. They kind of just go off somewhere to die. I don't know. Hmm. Well, it might be. It seems appropriate to end up with some Mary Oliver.
Did Mary Oliver have a cat?
She was a dog person. Oh, I could read some of her dog poems.
Did you go to see the
Yeah.
movie, John?
What's that?
Did you go to see the Mary Oliver movie in San Rafael?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I just got over a cold, so I didn't want to go when I was sick.
Oh, okay. There's a movie out. I don't know if you guys can get it online about Mary Oliver. It's her biography. It's really good.
I'll see if I can find it.
And she has a lot of dogs in it.
Yeah, she was a dog person for sure. Well, maybe. Actually, she has a poem about Percy and he left. Where is that one? Oh, okay. This might be a good one to end up on. The first time Percy came back, the first time Percy came back, he was not sailing on a cloud. He was loping along the sand as though he had come a great way. Percy, I cried out and reached to him, those white curls. But he was unreachable, as music is present, yet you can't touch it. Yes, it's all different, he said. You're going to be very surprised. But I wasn't thinking of that. I only wanted to hold him. Listen, he said. I missed that too. And now you'll be telling stories of my coming back. And they won't be false and they won't be true, but they'll be real. And then, as he used to, he said, let's go. And we walked down the beach together.
Last.
Well, that seems like a good one to end on.
Well, Barbara, I hope it was cathartic for you, Barbara.
It was. I do feel better after. It was
Good.
last Friday when it happened. It was really upsetting the whole last week, but I'm feeling better because I do believe in life after this. So,
Mm-hmm.
and it was her time, it would be cruel to keep her.
Well, they say these little beings stay around, so she might still be about.
I've been hearing some meows in the house. I've been meowing back.
Well, I hope you feel better. You
Thanks.
all take care and have a good week.
All right, you guys.
All
Thanks for
right.
Take
the
care.
support.
Love to all of you.
All right. Bye, all. I'll
Thank
see you next
you.
week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.